Hey guys, Othalon here. I've been getting a lot of comments recently asking how I can manage the Mythic Raid without any add-ons whatsoever. Now, I've played WoW for over 11 years, and in that time I've put a lot of time into different interface setups. There were days where I swore by certain add-ons or setups and wouldn't change it for the world, but I found that all I was ever trying to do was just recreate the WoW UI. Benefits to setup like this might include being able to instantly set up and play your account anywhere, lesser load on your system, and the development of a heightened sense of awareness in the game. Now, when I begin a character, I like to activate all extra action bars and remove all buttons from my bars. I'll open my character's spellbook and place all abilities with a cooldown on one side, and all others on the other side. This would also be a great time to start reading all of your spells and passives in your spellbook to better understand how your character works before you begin. Now that your abilities are out in front of you, you may organize them in whatever way you may best track them. I like to begin by doubling up on any abilities with cooldowns on the left bottom action bars, and leaving anything keybound but without a cooldown on the top right, where I can easily see and recall my key bindings until I'm comfortable with them. Now bind all of your spells how you would prefer. The next step is to set up the frames for yourself, your focus, target, and party. For raid profiles, you can find them in Interface Raid Profiles. I prefer to use the raid style party frames with all displayable debuffs, frames rather enlarged, class colored, and borderless. I also have my bars set up to automatically switch to a smaller profile upon entering a group of 6 or more without the power bars or pets by using the auto activate features on the right. I then unlock and drag my focus, target, and player frames near the center of the screen for better visibility. For the remainder of my bars and nameplates, I'll check all options and interface names in the unit nameplate section. This is also default keybound to V, Shift V, and Control V. Take a moment after this to spend some time tinkering with the rest of the options. Get comfortable with your new interface setup and personalize. From here on out, when you are playing, you will have to be particularly aware of what is around you both visually and through sound. For example, I found the default boss mods while raiding to be more than sufficient. Many bosses will use the same quotes for many of their abilities, and if you have game sound on, you will also pick up on these. Additionally, if you have chat bubbles turned on, you will see the announcements of other players' boss mods, creature emotes, and other things for very specific abilities. When I pre-potion, I will watch for the animation of a rogue's trick of the trades, army of the undead, or the animation or very distinct sound of a potion being drunk by another player. For debuffs, you will be watching your debuff bar near the minimap, under your character frame, or on the raid profiles. Just be sure to make a mental note of where you are before you start the fight. Knowing the boss fight before you start and knowing what abilities to be on the lookout for will also drastically improve your awareness while raiding. As far as PvP is concerned, many of these points are all the more valid. All notable abilities will have a very unique animation or sound tied to them, even the PvP trinket. Custom scripts will also allow you to do things such as move or manipulate the enemy arena frames or display PvP trinket durations without the use of add-ons. This has been Othalon with my guide to playing WoW without add-ons. If I missed anything or you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave one in the comment box below.